They have been banned for decades, but criminals are now using Lego-sized conversion devices called switches or auto sears to turn many semi-automatic guns, especially Glock pistols, into fully automatic weapons. Recent ATF report looked at two 5-year periods, 2012 to 2016 and 2017 to 2021, finding a 570% increase in machine gun conversion devices.
ABC 15 investigator Melissa Blasey is learning how easy these conversion devices are to manufacture, and she finds out why the ATF is turning to enlist an unlikely crime fighter, local librarians, to help keep illegal switches off the streets.
Rapid bursts of gunfire at a July block party in Detroit. 21 people shot, 2 killed.
Certain people were shot. I was seeing them being carried and lifted away. It was just madness.
And in Cincinnati, Ohio, last fall.
When would this stop? Would this ever stop? Like, how many people have to bury their kids?
This dad lost his 11-year-old son, an innocent victim in a drive-by shooting. Also dead, Brackenridge, Pennsylvania Police Chief Justin McIntyre, Houston police officer Bill Jeffrey, and lucky to be alive, this Valley police officer.
Let me see your head!
He was looking for a hit-and-run driver in Glendale.
Sergeant's guy cranked off like 18 rounds.
In all these shootings, authorities say the assailants were using small devices like these, often known as Glock switches or auto sears.
Cause a lot of destruction in a short amount of time. It's scary.
Phoenix ATF Special Agent in Charge, Brendan Iber, tells me these illegally converted guns can fire as many as 30 rounds in about 2 seconds. The ATF has put on several demonstrations across the country. That's a regular semi-automatic handgun. Then the same gun with a machine gun conversion device.
You have no control over where that's going, and so it's more of a spray, and so it's a wider range, and it's so many rounds going downrange, to wherever, that the general public's caught up in it.
How high a priority is this for the ATF to get as many of these off the street as possible?
It's our top priority.
The ATF has been training local police agencies because they say these devices are tiny and usually black, so you have to know what to look for. This auto sear is colored green for demonstration purposes.
This little piece of plastic right here makes this firearm fully automatic.
Local police officers are finding them in Peoria on a traffic stop. The officer pulled 2 guns out of a car this summer with so-called Glock switches. Now, they aren't made by Glock, but can retrofit Glock handguns, and this one was recovered in Phoenix, and these during a DPS traffic stop. And watch this police body cam video from Mesa. Tracking a suspect in 2023, officers shoot him after they say he reached for his gun. When they got up close, you can see it, the machine gun switch on the back of the gun.
Those devices in and of themselves, just those little pieces of plastic or metal that you have, are considered a machine gun. So just the basic possession of that, not attached to a firearm, is illegal.
Under federal law, possession of a single machine gun conversion device is punishable by up to 10 years in prison.
Do we have any idea how many are out there?
No, and I don't know if we can ever find out.
And here's why. People can make them at home. You just need a 3D printer, which costs a few $100s, and a downloaded file from the internet. According to this federal indictment, ATF agents believe one northern Arizona man manufactured approximately 1,000 machine gun conversion devices using a 3D printer in Seligman.
As long as you have the filament and the CAD drawings and the 3D printer, you can print as many as you want.
You could even do it on a public 3D printer in less than an hour, which is why I am outside of a local library. I have my thumb drive and I'm going in.
Earlier this month, I got a library card, took some online tutorials, and signed this waiver saying I won't 3D print a deadly weapon.
Hi, I have an appointment for the Makery for the 3D printer at 1 o'clock. Let's just print right over the network.
But no one at the library asked me what I was 3D printing in advance, nor checked on our project when we were in the Makery lab. We did print a gun, but this one only shoots rubber bands. Thank you. Librarians now find themselves at the intersection of technology and public safety. So Agent Iber says the ATF is starting to train librarians and other managers of public 3D printers who may have no idea what a Glock switch or auto sear may look like.
So the librarians and so these school administrators or wherever these 3D printers are can see what's being printed, right? And maybe get information to pass along to state, local, and federal law enforcement once they see these things being manufactured.
It's part of a larger effort announced by the U.S. Justice Department in early September, creating a task force dedicated to increased training and prosecutions while also enlisting the help of 3D printer manufacturers to curb the creation of these devices.
We need to engage software developers, technology experts, and leaders in the 3D printing industry to identify solutions in this fight.
We cannot let this great technology's misuse spoil things for all of those who have worked so hard to develop it.
The common goal, keeping the switches off the streets and saving lives.
We need the news media to push this out, to make awareness of it. So I thank you so much for allowing me to sit down with you and talk about this problem.
After we did our 3D printing at a public library in Chandler, we reached out to a city spokesperson about safeguards. He told us that they do not want their resources to be abused, nor to be used in a way that could bring harm to people. So the Chandler police have reached out to the ATF, and they say that they would make any changes necessary to be in full compliance with local, state, and federal laws. I'm Senior Investigator Melissa Blasius, ABC 15, Arizona.